working on a mono green modern Magic the Gathering deck. I was originally gonna just showcase the deck, but I don't know exactly what I want to put into it yet. So I figured we'd figure that out in this video. I do actually have, I should probably pull it up on the computer, a list of the cards that I'm gonna be putting in this deck. But you know, upon further inspection, I think I'm gonna fix around some stuff anyway. Let's get on with it. So I got basically all the cards here, I think. So let's start with the one drops first. I do intend on playing or going to my locals and running with this deck. I think it'd be super fun. I want to figure out the cards we absolutely 100% need, and then we'll break it down from there. So obviously we need Experiment 1 and Rancor. Alright, how are we gonna do this? I need more space. There's a lot of junk everywhere, so the whole reason why I'm actually even playing this deck is because of Experiment 1. I just love this card. It's when I first started playing Magic, my first structure deck was the Foundry Champion. Wow, yeah, I remember that. It was a Boros colors, but Gate Crash was what card that set was from. Anyway, for Experiment 1, 100% we need that. Next up, Rancors are probably super important. So in case you don't know, this card is actually kind of misprinted. This was supposed to be 2 mana card, but it's only 1 green. And chain creature gets +2 and trample. Amazing. But also when it gets put into a graveyard from play, you return it to its owner's hand. Absolutely insane. The hatred outlives the hateful. I think it's super important in this deck. I think I see some people run like 2 or 3, but the card is just so good. Like, why would you not run 4? I mean, you can make the excuse you'd rather have a creature. Like, what if there's so much removal? I get that, but I want to see it as often as I possibly can. So, for me, need 4 Rancor. Kind of just put that there. Okay. Absolute musts in the deck for me. Dryad Militant. It's a 2/1 for 1 mana. Great card, but the problem, or not the problem, but the other thing is if an instant sorcery would you put into a graveyard from play, from anywhere, exiled instead. It was good for like Snapcaster decks and stuff, but I don't know how important this card is. It definitely a 1 mana 2/1 is good, but with like Fury running around and Renin 6, it might not be as good. So that's something to consider too. I thought I had more in the deck. Let me just see. I guess I only had 2, 3. So we're gonna take those out. So next up is Geist, one of my other favorite cards. I should have 4. So here's the other one. It's a 2 mana 2/1 with Unhaste and Undying. You basically bring it back for free unless they get exiled, but it comes back as that card's just crazy. It's basically a 3/2 with haste and a 2/1 with haste. Love this card. I almost want to try throwing that in like some Jund deck, or like the Rock deck, because we can zoom in a tad bit. So that's staples. Now we go on to some, yeah. So, sorry, I'm just thinking. I really want a gold in the deck. We're gonna need that to the Steel Leaf Champions. Yes, absolutely these. So, let's go ahead and sleeve these bad boys up. Wolfpack Leader, 2 mana, 3/2, insane, and basically if you attack with power 6 or greater, you get the draw card. Absolutely crazy. There was a card that this is replacing. It was a 2 mana 3/3 also, but it had no effect. It was just a vanilla creature. So this is absolutely a 4 of must. What's going on here? I need a bigger table or something. I mean, there's so much stuff on this table. So this is gonna, I think the 2 drops 2 to 3 drops is where this deck really excels at. For the creatures, can you guys even see that? I don't think so. Let's work on this a little bit. Let's make sure we can see the artwork. That would be kind of smart. Right. Right. At least some of the art, right? Experiment 1. Man, it's I like to make everything nice and neat, but it's really hard when I'm so far away from it. I'm like stretching my arm around the mic. Anyway, this is will suffice for now, I think. Get those Yu-Gi-Oh cards out of there. We need probably more 2-drops though, right? Maybe not. I'm gonna pull my list really quick. Give me uno momento. I mean, no time will pass for you, but hold on. Okay, actually, one of the cards I was gonna have also is Hex Drinker. Maybe it's like a 1 or 2 of in the deck might be good, but anything more, I think there's just better cards. Maybe Hex Drinker could be really good, but for this variant, I'm not gonna put that in. That could always be an option. I just have the Hex Drinkers in my green-black Golgari deck, so I don't want to take that out just yet. I think a 1 or 2 of that card though could be super spicy. Okay, so 1-drops. So the 1-drops have to be good because again, Fury and Red and 6, or we have to have a way to buff it. I definitely want to go the Baloth. Heroic Intervention. I mean, these cards are a little expensive. And Force of Vigor. I thought I had more than one of these, but I guess not. The gold is a little risky, but alright, so we definitely are going to put 1 raw on us, the Indomitable. 3 mana, 5/5 with Death Touch, and we're almost always going to have power 4 or greater on the field. If not, we have pump up spells, so we'll put, I guess we'll just put that. No, we need more creature. Oh, we had Dove right here. Old Growth Troll. This guy's crazy. The 3 mana 4/4 with Trample, and when it dies, you return it to the battlefield. But it's an Aurora enchantment. You enchant a forest, which we're running so many, and you can tap 2 to add. So you tap it and add 2 to your mana pool, or pay 1 and tap the land, sacrifice the land, create a 4/4 troll with Trample. So absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. And we'll just throw the Indomitable right there. Super spicy. Yeah, I think for this build I'm not going to run the Militants. So now we have an option. We have this guy. I'll show you in a second. We have the Resolute. Leatherback Baloth was the OG, but Steel Leaf Champion so much better. So we could run both of these depending on the meta, but we need to get a 2 mana 3/2 with Trample and Reach, and enters the battlefield with +1/+1 +1 counter for each creature. Other creature you control with +1 counter. It's great, but this doesn't really. So we're only Experiment 1 and Stringer Root Geist are really the only things benefiting from this. Unless we also have the Troll, enters the battlefield with a +1 counter on it, and you can remove it and get hexproof. I think just having the ability to give something hexproof or have that hexproof just main deck, I think is pretty important. Actually, that does synergize quite well. So what do we have here? 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24 cards. So I think the smart move is less of the Avatar because we're going to get max benefit. Actually, the Avatar is probably really good for, what's that game mode? Pioneer. I think this guy is actually pretty, so this is technically a 2 mana 3/3, and you can remove it to give it hexproof. Yeah, maybe 2 Resolute. So what else do I have over here? Hex Drinker, Scavenging Ooze, yup. Stringer, yep. So really only Scavenging Ooze was the other one. Do I have a lot of other Scoozes? I don't think I have too many extra. Right now, the Scooz is in Jund, or like, not worthless, but it's just too slow of a card, right? I might need to. So, for the sideboard, oh, there's my Clean the Dust. Been looking for these. My sideboard we're probably not gonna do, but I'll rattle off like my list. Yeah, the sideboard, Veil of Summer. No, that's not that good. Sideboard, yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit, but we got options. So, Kitchen Finks could also be a card. Eternal Witness. No, I think it's too slow. What am I looking for here again? I'm looking for something. Whatever it is, it's not here. Scoos, yep, Scoos and Scavenging. Sorry, Scoos and Hex Drink Off. I guess for the purpose of the video, we will actually, do we even need Scoos? Is Scoos too slow? I think to this deck you want to go wide and just keep attacking face. Like, there's not too much strategy to it. What's going on here? It's not neat. Alright, so Scoos is an option, but it's probably not the best option. Alright, so we're gonna run 3 of these and 2 of the Avatar. The Militants, I think we're just gonna keep that. Should bring this down a little bit, get it on camera. Man, it's not looking all nice now. It must look nice. Alright, well, sorry, I can make it look a bit nicer in a minute. Now we need the bump spells, so Vines of the Vastwood and Aspect Hydra are ideal. Aspect Hydra's insane. 1 mana instant, target creature gets +X or it's your devotion to green. Like we can on turn, I don't even know. If we have even Steel Leaf out, it's +3 for 1 mana. Like, you can just get crazy with this. Really pushing for game really quick, but you have to have creatures on the board. It doesn't give anything trample, all that other stuff. So, what do I have in my build? I have 3. I do have 3. So, here's Vines of the Vastwood, which for 1 mana you can give something, target creature gets hexproof. But if you kick it, so you get 2 mana, it's hexproof and +4/+4. Crazy. So for 2 mana, +4/+4 and hexproof. A lot better, I think, for most scenarios, but this is a hard choice. Blossoming Defense I just like a lot because it's 1 mana, you get hexproof and it gets +2. So it's like you gotta kind of pick your poison. Like, what do you value more? And that's the hard choice. So I think the correct answer here is, I have obviously no idea, but what we're gonna do for the sake of this build is Aspect the Hydra. I think it's great. Realistically, I think we need to give things more, or hexproof more, and play these spells a little bit more defensively as opposed to just super aggro. The Vines for just, 1 extra mana is crazy. Like, so the Aspect the Hydra, sure, we have, like, let's say even Steel Leaf and Strength Root guys that are giving +4 for 1 mana, but if we kind of just be a little smarter, we can defend it for like a spell and give it +4. I don't know. I think the Blossoming Defense though is just super vital because again it's 1 mana we're getting above and hexproof. We'll keep the numbers like this. Maybe we'll add something, subtract it, but here's some other spicy cards. So this would be a sideboard card, 1 mana enchantment. Whenever a creature you control becomes target spell ability and opponent controls, you may draw a card. Spicy. That's definitely in the sideboard. 6 Senses. Whenever this creature does combat damage, the player may draw a card. It's good, but I don't think it's needed because now that we have the Wolfpack leader, so that's probably getting taken out. Here's the Militants. I got the Bela. This card can go. The Resolute, I think having more than 2 is just not needed. You know what's actually interesting too? I wonder. So Merfolk Branchwalker, I'm just eyeing this up. It's a 2 mana 2/1 enters the battlefield Explorer. So you reveal the top if it's a land. Put it in your hand if it's a creature. It's just a 3/2 for 2 mana. Maybe put that card in your hand. Otherwise, or you could put it in your graveyard if it's a creature. So if you don't want the creature, but or a non-creature. creature, but most things are creatures. Anyway, though, getting back to the sideboard. Force of Vigor, Artifact, Heroic Intervention is crazy. Permanent you control, gain hexproof, indestructible. Thrash and Threat, yeah, we have to add that. The Baloth, okay. Thrash and Threats are other removal in case we need to get rid of something, basically for 2 mana. Target creature you control deals damage equals power to target creature you don't control. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, we need some type of removal, possibly. Target creature or planeswalker. Very important right there. Or planeswalker. How many cards do we have now? I think so. I'm running. Where is it? I did not put lands. 20 lands. We're really, really running not a lot of lands here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. So we still have room for 2 more cards. And I mean, we're gonna need to put Galta in. I'm not playing this deck without Galta. Galta's way too cool. Just one Galta, it's all you need. Just as a heavy hitter. Game finisher. I mean, against Hex Drinker and Scoos could be an option. One try, no, the Melted. I think adding one more Finds of the Vastwood is needed. I think out of all the pump spells, I think it's the, yeah, because +4 is a lot. On almost any, like +2, it's good, don't get me wrong, but +4 for 2 mana, that's just, now that I think about it, where's my other Finds of the Vastwood? I have to go in the binder and grab it. Alright, let's see if it's in the binder. You can't see this because I don't want to mess up everything I have over there. Young Wolf, that could always be an option. Oh yeah, I got some other cards you can use too. But I like our options, or I like the cards I selected for the build. Oh yeah, wow. Might of Corrosa. That could always be a good one. Wow, I'm just remembering this. Hold on, I'm gonna show you this card first. Might of Corrosa, dark creature for 1 mana. Gets +2/+2 into the turn. If you cast during your main phase, it gets +4/+4. Pretty good. I still think giving the pump. Again, we're not like an infect deck, so this card is so spicy though. This was in my OG one. Groundbreaker, trample haste at the end of the turn, sacrifice it, but it's a 3 mana 6/1. Like, you're just pushing for game at this point. I think throwing one of these in the deck is way too spicy. I gotta do that. That won me, like, not so many, but enough games where it's like, oh, let's go. I have to have another Finds of the Vastwood, I just don't know where it is. Okay, maybe we won't run Finds of the Vastwood. It's somewhere. I do not know where. But it's somewhere. That's surprising though, I don't have that. Let's put one of these bad boys in. The pump spells. I guess we'll just, for now, just throw in a Blossoming Defense. And then the rest is pretty much lands. Okay, so let me just count really quick again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. I want the Groundbreaker in there, it's just too spicy. Maybe the Avatar. Yeah, I mean, so we got 3, like, spicy tech cards. That might be too much. The Galta, so X is the total power. Okay, so I mean, we can get a lot of power on the board really quick. We'll just take out a Resolute right now. And we'll call it a day. probably get Force of Vigor in the sleeve because it's kind of expensive. So I'm running Control more. Layer the Hydra seems to me a pretty good card. Control 2 or more of the lands, and just the battlefield tapped, but it's okay because it could be a XX green Hydra creature, so I mean it could help us push for some games, you know, if we're in a tight spot. I just thought it'd be a pretty good land to have. Treetop Village is obviously another. Treetop Village is actually probably better in this deck. Actually, this deck can almost be Pioneer worthy, now that I think about it. Just take out the Groundbreaker. Maybe Vines in the Vastwood, Aspect Hydra, I think. Let's put Force of Vigor. Actually, let's double sleeve Force of Vigor. This will probably go back in my my Jun box anyway, so. And the rest of this deck would be just 17 forests, pretty basic. Let's see, is there anything else? I love Bailout, it's so cool. Heroic Intervention, and just leave it up anyway. Definitely going in the sideboard. So sideboard options that I opted in for. I mean, obviously the Force of Vigor because I have it. The Heroic Intervention. Let's see. Collector Oof, obviously for artifacts. A Dismember. I don't have it with me, but Dismember for, you know, just creatures you can't deal with, but you gotta force feed the clan against aggro. Where's that card? I haven't seen that in so long, but that's like if you have like 8 or more power on the board, you gain like 10 life. It's something really stupid like that. Veil of Summer, Throne the Last Troll, Natural State, just a lot of artifact hate. I mean, obviously it's gonna defend. I thought this card was pretty good too, though. Instant speed, 2 mana. Destroy target artifact or destroy target enchantment, or exile target card from graveyard. This just seems like what a card in like the current meta, I guess, because all the enchantments, artifacts, and graveyard stuff. So that to me seemed really good. But yeah, so I think I should have like another. And I have the Bailout in here in case you get some artifact, or not, like removal, not removal, discard decks. And if anything, it's a 4 mana 4/4, you gain 4 life. Pretty good. I don't think it's anything groundbreaking, but let's see if there's any other options too. Not really. Yeah, not really. The Sixth Sense. Yeah, I don't think this card's pretty good, but I mean, it's not that good. I guess we got Wolfpack. Let's see, I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I think that was it though. I'm gonna try running this at local, so anything that would change really quick. I mean, again, there's some great cards out there. I have some other in the binder, but I opted for these. Galta's a little risky over here. I think a second Groundbreaker is probably just better because of the haste and the surprise factor, but this is so, like, bad for removal, you know? At least Groundbreaker, like, they either have the removal on the spot or they don't, or they have something to block, but you're really trying to win on, like, I guess turn 3, 4 with this deck, like, probably 4. Turn 1, you're looking to, yeah, so that's the thing that's different about this deck. Turn 1, you really only have Experiment 1, so you're really just trying to get to turn 2, which stinks. Yeah. Because I'm trying to think. The way that I first played this is because you had Experiment 1s and the 4, what's that card? The Militant Dudes. And these. So no matter what, the odds you were playing a turn 1 card was high. And you wanted that, you needed that. The thing I fear with this deck is it's too slow. We have more impactful creatures like Steel Leaf Champion and Old Growth Boy. And turn 2 is where we definitely should have. We have 12 cards for 2. So yeah, we should have some. We have 6 ways of protecting the card. Is that too little? I don't know. So we're getting better creatures creatures on turn 3. And yeah, then before it was a 1 mana, 2 mana deck, mostly. Oh, I'm just trying to think. So this Thrash is instant speed, which is good. I guess the problem that I'm having is I feel like we need turn 1, experiment 1, or we need, like, we don't have anything to do turn 1. We have a high probability of doing something turn 2. And turn 3 we definitely need to land one of these boys. If I had to do anything, I'd probably take out maybe a Rancor or one of these 3 mana cards and put in 2 more lower mana cards. 1 mana, so preferably actually, hold on, there's this other card too. I eyed up. Let me see if it looks nice for what I'm thinking of. I've never considered it before this, but this card actually might not be that bad. So 2 mana Flash Reach. Whenever another non-human creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay X. When you do put X counters on this. The Flash Reach I like. We have basically a lot of non-humans, I guess. But paying that X might actually be pretty good. This might be decent. I'm just trying to think here. It's still not a 1 mana though, but it does have the reach. You could keep getting it bigger throughout the game if it's not dealt with. Whenever we do a non-human, so basically we have 1 human here. Actually, I think that's it, right? Is Steel Leaf Champion a human? Elf Knight, no. It's a human. Avatar, it's not actually human, huh? Can this be good? The Flash is pretty gnarly, but you know, I could kill Ragavan. I'll put this on the side for now. I think it's got potential. Another card, we gotta scale up. 1 mana, dark creature becomes 6/4 worm. That could be pretty old. We're not gonna overload it. That's 6 mana. We don't have that much mana. This could be pretty good. 6/4 though. 6/4 is that? Maybe that could be good. I wonder if that like protects. I don't know. It's an option. So Young Wolf is actually probably the better 1 mana card we would add because of the Undying. Blocks Ragavan too. Yeah, Young Wolf is probably a better option than, let's see, skimp out on 1 Rancor because we really do need that turn 1 drop. I'll put it off to the side for now. I'll probably sleep on this. Anyway though, I think we'll wrap the video up. Chatted a lot about mono green. So many options. I guess Hex Drinker is the 1 mana drop that you kind of want. So maybe 2 or 3 Hex Drinkers would be the best thing. And what would you take out? I think one of these tech cards, or all 3 to be honest. Like this really hurts the consistency, but gotta love the surprise factor, right? I think the rawness can stay. Maybe 3 or 4 Rancors, a little overkill, but anyway though, let me know some thoughts on the deck below. Again, this is for Modern. I think Pioneer, it's going to be quite similar actually, just take out a few cards, but super fun. I think this is going to be a good time. Yeah, what would you take out? What would you add in? And let me know. Definitely Hex Drinker, Young Wolf. If you had to pick one, what would you put in and what would you take out? I think that's the biggest dilemma I'm facing right now. I'll try to find my other finds the fast, but I think 4 is probably the best. It's probably the best card for the instant speed stuff. I am actually, before we depart, I am going to put this nicely together. Let's do big card, big boys in descending order, so I like it. I like the converted mana costs going from low to high. And I love a Striker Rootgeist and Experiment 1. A bunch of good cards. This would be a spicy deck. This is just so fun. So you can also splash red with this for Lightning Bolt, or you can splash white for Path of Exile, depending on what you want. Anyway though, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care. I'll see you around, everybody.